There is no greater pain than feeling the absence of someone who had been there your whole life. That's exactly what I felt the day my mom died. And ever since she passed away 2 weeks ago, I haven't been able to sleep, especially because of one thing. I wasn't there for her in her final moments. I haven't gone to work in days. I told my boss I was sick, and honestly, I'm not lying. Not all illnesses are physical. Everything got worse after I found my old laptop while visiting Mom's house. Without her, the house feels empty and lifeless. The house I grew up in, where I lived my first and happiest years, now feels distant and soaked in nostalgia. Seeing that laptop, the one I had when I was 12, sitting there in what used to be my bedroom brought back so many memories. Dreams and hopes from my childhood now buried under the weight of years and adult responsibilities. Back in my apartment, I decided to take a look at those old files. I knew it might not be a good idea. It would only bring back a bitter feeling, the taste of lost dreams stored in that dusty, cracked screen laptop. I honestly wasn't even sure it would turn on, and I truly wish it hadn't. When I powered it on, there it was, my old desktop. I didn't even remember the wallpaper. Just seeing it hit me with a flood of memories. Man, I was so messy. Among the clutter, I found one of my first drawings made in paint, some boring school assignments, and dozens of folders. Among those files, mine and my mom's, I found an MP4 titled Test Video 1 Upload. It was followed by what seemed to be more videos, neatly organized by my 12-year-old self inside that folder. Right then, I remembered how Mom used to watch low-quality paranormal videos with me. But we were happy. We'd laugh and react to those ghost sightings, those weird stories, those fairy videos recorded in real life. One day, she innocently asked me, "Why don't you make scary videos too?" She had no idea that this one question would plant the dream inside me, the dream of becoming a YouTuber. She worked hard to pay off the debt for that laptop, and now it sits here, broken and old. But back then, it felt like the beginning of my rise to fame, the start of my dream. My 12-year-old self never imagined he'd grow up to feel like the failure I am today. I spent countless hours in front of that screen, full of hope, recording, writing scripts, creating stories that seemed so meaningful back then. And even though my audience was small, they were loyal. I'm deeply regretful now. Regretful that I didn't make the most of that laptop, the one my mom bought with overtime, sleepless nights, exhaustion, hoping for the best from me. She knew hardship. Poverty followed her all her life. Maybe she hoped I would be different, that I'd be successful. All of this came back to me just from seeing those old files. I decided to visit my old YouTube channel. At that point, I had tears in my eyes. I remembered Mom telling me how much she loved my videos, how entertaining they were, even if they were actually terrible. She always encouraged me to keep uploading. Each thumbnail, each scene, each title felt like a stab in the chest. I couldn't help thinking what the channel could have been, if only I hadn't abandoned it. Life took me elsewhere. I moved out and left my mom behind. I left my childhood home for a corporate job. I started interacting with more people. I didn't know that day would be the last time my mom's eyes would shine with hope that her son would be someone special. Such memories. That night, I went to sleep with a deep, hollow feeling inside. I knew I'd made the wrong decision, but I kept going with this new life, and something inside me broke forever. I started visiting Mom less and less. Even when she cooked my favorite food, I'd make excuses not to come. I traded her for fake friendships at the company. I thought I was living life. Years passed, and then came today. Not just another day, the day of my greatest realization. I had a nightmare. Two shadowy humanoid figures appeared in the mirror of my apartment. The first was me, my 12-year-old self, staring at me through the bathroom mirror, his eyes full of disappointment, his face twisted in frustration and hate, as if he wanted to hurt me. Then he spoke with a deep voice.
"You are the worst person alive. Every decision you've made has been terrible, and it's too late to start over."
I think I understand him. After all, I'm the one who abandoned everything that could have made him feel happy. And now I believe that version of me is gone forever. But then came the second figure, and this one broke me completely. Not because it was more terrifying, but because it spoke in my mother's voice, exactly the way she used to. She said,
"It's okay, son. Don't be afraid. You don't have to be scared of me. Remember, no matter what happens, I will always love you. and I'll keep believing in you, but you must not give up. Don't blame yourself for everything, and most of all, believe in yourself the way I've always believed in you. I know I'll never be a forgotten memory. Son, remember that I love you very much, and don't forget to see each day as a new chance to smile.
She opened what looked like her arms to give me a hug, but just then she started to fade away. I woke up. I didn't want to wake up. I wanted to hug her. One last time. Today I woke up broken. I honestly believe there's no point in continuing. I've lost all purpose. I killed my own dreams. I was selfish with my mom, and now I realize that my life is empty, because despite what that figure told me, the only truth that matters is my mother is dead, and with her, I realize I wasted my life. So after writing this letter, I say goodbye to those of you who made it this far. Please remember, time never comes back, and the life of a human being is so fragile that those who are alive today might be gone tomorrow. Well, it seems everything is over for me.